One of the things about me is I treat everybody the same. I don't care that you're Lindsay Lohan.
Everyone generally tries to work hard to support our labels to make the best video games possible.
Well, now she's officially filed suit against the company for just that.
That's right. When I said hand on heart, it's over 1,000 people at Rockstar Games with their hands on their heart.
Lindsay Lohan is suing Grand Theft Auto 5 for basing a character on her, the one who does coke and runs people over.
Part of helping to build a culture that I think was really inclusive.
Actress Lindsay Lohan attempted to have the makers of Grand Theft Auto held liable for violating her privacy, but did that go in her favor? The Star. Lindsay Lohan is an American actress, singer, and entrepreneur who began her career as a child model and actress in the late 1990s. She gained international fame for her roles in films such as The Parent Trap, Freaky Friday, and Mean Girls. Lohan also released 2 albums, Speak and A Little More Personal, Raw, in the mid-2000s, which were commercially successful. However, Lohan's career was also marked by personal struggles and controversies, including several arrests for drug and alcohol-related offenses, as well as several stints in rehab. She has also faced legal issues related to her driving and has been involved in several high-profile public feuds. In recent years, Lohan has shifted her focus to entrepreneurship, launching a number of businesses, including a nightclub in Athens, Greece, and a clothing line in collaboration with a Dubai-based fashion company. The Take-Two Interactive. Take-Two Interactive Software, Inc. is a leading American video game holding company based in New York City. The company was founded in 1993 by Ryan Brandt and has since grown to become a major player in the video game industry, with a diverse portfolio of game franchises and subsidiaries. Take-Two Interactive's most well-known subsidiary is Rockstar Games, the developer behind some of the most critically acclaimed and commercially successful video games of all time, including the Grand Theft Auto, Red Dead Redemption, and Max Payne series. The company also owns 2K Games, which produces popular titles such as NBA 2K and Borderlands franchises, and Private Division, which focuses on publishing smaller indie-style games. Take-Two Interactive has a reputation
Have these experiences connect emotionally to both our people externally and internally.
Everyone generally tries to work hard to support our labels to make the best video games possible.
Part of helping to build a culture that I think was really inclusive.
for producing high-quality games that push the boundaries of what is possible in the industry. Its games often feature mature themes, complex narratives, and open-world environments that allow players to explore and interact with the game world in unique ways. The company is also known for its emphasis on player choice and interactivity, allowing players to make decisions that affect the outcome of the game's story and its characters. In addition to its game development studios, Take-Two Interactive also has a number of subsidiaries focused on other aspects of the video game industry. These include 2K Sports, which produces sports-themed games such as NBA 2K and WWE 2K, and Social Point, a mobile game developer based in Spain. Take-Two Interactive has been recognized for its success in the industry with numerous awards and accolades. The company has won multiple Game of the Year awards for its titles, and its games have been praised for their storytelling, gameplay, and technical achievements.
I've been at Take-Two for 7 years now, and the culture's really evolved over that time. It's one of openness, collaboration.
Every day I'm encouraged to be innovative. As the business changes, a lot of our team we're working on
Really showing how we are the most creative and innovative company.
The company is also known for its innovation in online gaming and its efforts to connect players from around the world through its online platforms. However, Take-Two Interactive has also faced criticism and controversy over the years. Some of its games, particularly the Grand Theft Auto series, have been criticized for their depictions of violence, drug use, and adult content. The company has also faced legal challenges related to copyright infringement, such as the case brought by Lindsay Lohan over the use of her likeness in Grand Theft Auto 5. Despite these challenges, Take-Two Interactive remains a major force in the video game industry, with a dedicated fan base and a track record of producing high-quality, innovative games. Its games continue to push the boundaries of what is possible in the industry, and the company remains committed to delivering unique and immersive gaming experiences for players around the world.
That's right. When I said hand on heart, it's over 1,000 people at Rockstar Games with their hands on their heart. Right. We spent at the end of 18 and the first quarter of fiscal 19 about $300 million.
You gave an actual explicit date for Red Dead Redemption. Risky to do that?
Reason for filing the lawsuit. In 2014, Lindsay Lohan filed a lawsuit against Take-Two Interactive, the developer of the popular video game franchise Grand Theft Auto, claiming that the game had used her likeness without her permission. Lohan claimed that the character Lacey Jonas, who appeared in Grand Theft Auto 5, was based on her image and likeness, and that the game had used her image, name, and voice without her consent. Specifically, Lohan's lawsuit alleged that the character Lacey Jonas resembled her in several ways, including her clothing, hairstyle, and mannerisms.
It claims that not only does the game feature the character in a hotel based on Chateau Marmont where Lohan has previously lived, troubled starlet Lindsay Lohan was rumored to be going after GTA 5 developers Rockstar for using her likeness.
I've never met you before the last court appearance. You've never met me, to my knowledge.
Well, now she's officially filed suit against the company for just that.
One of the things about me is I treat everybody the same. I don't care that you're Lindsay Lohan.
Filed today in a court in Manhattan, claims that Lacey Jonas, a character that comes up in the game, is based on Lohan.
You plead in front of me. This case is resolved in front of me. You are going to jail.
But the character also wears clothing based on Lohan's fashion line, which, is that even a thing?
The character was also depicted as being pursued by the paparazzi, which Lohan claimed was a direct reference to her own experiences with the media. Additionally, Lohan claimed that the game had used her name and likeness to promote the game without her consent or compensation. Take-Two Interactive denied these allegations, stating that the character Lacey Jonas was not based on Lohan, and that any similarities between the two were purely coincidental. The company argued that Lohan's lawsuit was a frivolous attempt to capitalize on her celebrity status, and that it had no merit. The lawsuit went through several rounds of legal proceedings, with Lohan seeking damages for the unauthorized use of her likeness. In 2016, a New York court dismissed the lawsuit, ruling that Lohan's claims were without merit. The court noted that the character Lacey Jonas was a generic Hollywood starlet, and that any similarities between the character and Lohan were not enough to establish a case of misappropriation of likeness. Despite this ruling, Lohan continued to pursue the lawsuit, taking it to the Appellate Division of the Supreme Court of New York. In 2018, the court ruled against Lohan once again, upholding the previous ruling that her claims were without merit. The court noted that Lohan had failed to provide sufficient evidence to support her claims, and that any similarities between her and the character Lacey Jonas were not enough to establish a case of misappropriation of likeness. While Lohan ultimately did not win her lawsuit against Take-Two Interactive, the case highlighted the issue of celebrity likeness in video games and raised questions about the use of celebrities' images without their permission.
Daz Dillinger also sued the company following the release of GTA 5, though his suit claimed that his music was used in the game without his permission.
Now, Judy doesn't really think Lindsay has a case. She said on Twitter, grasping a bit, Lindsay, she should be flattered.
Really though, it's not so surprising that so many lawsuits have come up against Rockstar.
Well, Lindsay Lohan is suing the makers of Grand Theft Auto video game.
Rockstar has declined to comment, which isn't surprising since they don't usually comment on legal matters.
The case also underscored the growing importance of intellectual property rights in the video game industry, as game developers continue to push the boundaries of what is possible in terms of realistic graphics and immersive gameplay. In the years since the lawsuit, video game developers have become increasingly cautious about using celebrities' images and likenesses in their games, opting instead for more generic character designs that are less likely to be the subject of legal challenges. Additionally, some game developers have begun to partner with celebrities to create custom characters and content for their games, in order to ensure that their use of celebrity images is done with permission and compensation. But did Lindsay Lohan win? No, Lindsay Lohan did not come out on top in the Grand Theft Auto lawsuit and gain millions of dollars. In point of fact, the court threw out her claim against Take-Two Interactive, and she did not obtain any monetary compensation for her losses. However, the companies that developed the game, Take-Two Software and Rockstar Games, argued that there is a significant issue with connecting a fictional cartoon character with a real-life actress. In their request to dismiss the lawsuit, they claim that there is a lengthy line of precedents in New York that say the use of a fictionalized persona does not give rise to a claim. These cases may be found in the citations they provided. As long as the real name of the person being impersonated is not used, it is not illegal to utilize that person's identity in any way, even if it is only slightly altered. Because the companies believed that the complaint that Lohan and her legal team filed was baseless, they demanded that they be punished.
suing the makers of Grand Theft Auto video game. The actress says that the latest game has a character based on her.
The fact that the game sold more than 30 million copies and made $1 billion in its first 24 hours on shelves has something to do with it.
It says that the character Lacey Jonas is an unequivocal reference to Lindsay and her image, voice, and style,
which absolutely parodies pop culture and, in the case of 5, celebrity-obsessed LA.
Lindsay Lohan is suing Grand Theft Auto 5 for basing a character on her, the one who does coke and runs people over.
They further denied that they promoted a Lindsay Lohan doppelganger online, claiming that this was the personal opinion of a blogger, although they stated that the one-year statute of limitations precludes this claim nevertheless. The corporations asserted that creative works are shielded from legal challenges of this nature in every possible way. It is unclear why Lohan filed her lawsuit in the state of New York, considering the restrictions that are placed on right of publicity claims in that state. The Golden State is significantly more vigilant in its protection of its famous residents. For example, game show hostess Vanna White successfully sued Samsung for promoting its products with a robot that wore a blonde wig and spun a wheel of fate, and she was awarded monetary damages. Gorvitz, an attorney at Ropes & Gray in New York who specializes in intellectual property and social media, stated that businesses need to be more cautious about exploiting the likenesses of actual people as the corporate use of social media platforms such as Twitter and Facebook increases. According to him, it is a remarkably important but often overlooked area of intellectual property law, but many people don't realize its significance. In the event that a business sends out a tweet wishing Lady Gaga a happy birthday, there is a possibility that she could be subject to legal action. In the lawsuit she filed after a tweet showed her going into a Duane Reade shop, Katherine Heigl almost certainly made a convincing argument. Gorvitz said that business must exercise extreme caution when utilizing the likenesses of real persons, regardless of whether or not Lohan is successful in her lawsuit against Take-Two. It's likely that the courts in Los Angeles are shielded from legal action by the doctrine of sovereign immunity whenever identical photos of Lindsay Lohan are taken inside their buildings. Thank you so much for watching this video today. That's all for this video, folks. We'll see you in our next video. Take care.